Roger James, the trainer of 60 Seconds. And earlier in the week, Tim Sheridan popped out to see him at the stables.
Roger, 60 Seconds was third behind the Colts in the New Zealand Derby, so you must be pretty confident for the Oaks.
Oh, well, it was a very good run that day. She came from a long way off them at the 600 and she found the line very truly. She was probably close on 20 lengths off them and, yeah, she will get the distance.
Tell us about her work since her last start.
I've only given her one piece of work and that was on Tuesday morning. She worked over 2,000 metres wide out on the course proper and I thought her work was exceptional. She just built and built and built and, you know, last furlong was the best furlong and she went on probably close on half a mile afterwards. You know, she just kept rolling on like a true stayer.
Roger, her last start at Rose Hill, over 2,000 metres, second last at the turn. A terrific victory in the context, wasn't it?
It was the way the race was run because they did crawl early and the sectionals were pretty extraordinary. I think the last 600 and 400 were the quickest of the day and that was on slipper day, so it made the effort pretty special.
Obviously, her record now stands at, you know, the last 6 starts, 4 wins and 2 placings. You know, how do you rate this filly against the good horses you've had?
She's developing into look like one of the better ones, but I've been fortunate. I've had some nice horses over the years, and you know, it's her biggest test. You know, at the Oaks, and I think the horse that wins it will, you know, come out the best filly in Australasia, really.
Yeah. Yes, he's been associated with some nice horses. I reckon this is one of the nicer ones.
Yeah, I'd like to own her, Simon. I think she'll win the race. The way, if she got beaten, the way that she'd be beaten, I feel, would be if there's no speed in the race and it wasn't a true staying test. If it's a true staying test, I think she'll be the one when the whips are cracking that comes through.
Well, we're not too far away from finding out whether it is going to be a true staying test or not as we take a break from Royal Randwick. Welcome back. Autumn Racing Carnival here at Royal Randwick, and the AJC Oaks is just around the corner. Everyone expecting a big race. I'm sure it's going to be an absolute belter. Some class fillies in it. And let's have a look at what the punters are saying at the moment as we take a look at the totes.
Yeah, well, we've got the Doomben totes up there. We don't want them. We're not interested in the Bandit. There's been a problem on
They've changed spots for the AJC Oaks. They've slipped that up the Doomben on us, Kenny.
Yeah,
we'll get 60
seconds in a moment.
Yeah, just before those totes do come up, 60 Seconds, Roger James, very confident. There are two other class fillies in this, Elegant Fashion being the first.
I think there's a few fillies in the race. I genuinely think there's 5 or 6 chances. What about you, Ron?
There's no doubt about it. Like, she might dominate the market, but she's drawn awkwardly in barrier 10 there. I just don't know what Brian York's going to do. Obviously, he'll probably ride her quiet. But Elegant Fashion here, number 1, she's an outstanding filly. She's been the underdog all the way through in Melbourne. And Tony McAvoy trying to get his first Group 1, and I'd say this is his best chance at doing that. And David Hayes has stayed back to see this filly run as well, so it'll be a proud moment for him if she got home as well.
Yeah, that's a free tip, isn't it?
It certainly would be. Number 2 is 60 Seconds, and we've already heard from Roger James, and she looks a picture of health out there.
Yeah, she's a very strong filly, Simon, and I feel that she runs well today. We'll see her back in Melbourne in the spring for the Caulfield and even the Melbourne Cups.
It looks like a filly with a lot of staying potential, and today we're going to find out a little more about her. Number 3, Republic Lass, an impressive win here last start at Randwick, Ronnie. A really good turn of foot.
Yeah, she certainly did. She's the new girl on the block, there's no doubt about it. She's put 3 solid wins together now. Guy Walter will have a peaking on the right day. She'll go to sleep from barrier 1, and she's got that turn of foot over the 1.5 miles. She's awfully hard to beat, and she's a big tip on track.
Number 4 is Keys, and Clary Connors is the man that trains it. Well, he's used to Group 1 success. Can he have it today, Ken?
Well, she wasn't all that far away from the place getters when 5th in the Victoria Oaks back in November. And her last couple of runs have shown gradual improvement. She did finish 3rd and close up behind 60 Seconds and the filly of Jack Ingham's, whose name just escapes me, in the Group 1 Arrowfield Stakes at Rose Hill. That was Hosanna. Took me a while to think of it. So 60 seconds and Hosanna only just beat her at Rose Hill. She's coming good at the right time. I don't think she's hopeless.
Number 5, Ronnie, Vapor Trail.
Yeah, well, she's the Oaks winner in New Zealand, probably over the odds here. A good fourth last start behind 60 seconds, and she did a few things wrong that day. She's proven at the distance, and she's drawn well.
So Damien Oliver is the man that'll be piling number 6, and that's Damasceno.
Well, if...
Any thoughts, Ken?
Yes, if Elegant Fashion's got a chance, I think Damascena's got a chance. In Melbourne, they were both wide in the Moonee Valley Oaks, but this filly had no cover, whereas the winner, Elegant Fashion, did. She was only beaten a length, so she's an outside chance at nice odds, and Damien Oliver is as good a jockey as there is in the race.
Well, another pilot is also on number 7. Another Melbourne pilot, I should say, Brett Preble, is on number 7, Pirouettes, right?
Yeah, she's not hopeless. She got clear late behind Republic last start, but she's still got, 5 or 6 lengths to make up on that performance.
John Hawkes trains number 8, and that is Factional.
Don't be surprised if this filly's the big improver. I've actually tipped a second. I was taken by her 2 wins in restricted grade. She then stepped up to the Adrian Knox last start, and she finished second to Republic Lass, and I think that she never lost any ground on her over the last 200 metres.
She just looks the stayer, doesn't she?
That's exactly right. I think the 2400 will suit her down to the ground, Ron, and I'll tell you what, she's improved in appearance with each run as well.
Number 9, Ronnie, is Periphery.
Yeah, she's run a couple of nice races in Melbourne. I just doubt whether she's got the quality of her stablemate Factional.
And number 10 is Anytime Angel.
Yeah, she won a Rose Hill race back in December, but in 4 runs since, she hasn't finished closer than 7th. So she's not good enough.
It's interesting looking at those fillies. They're all settled. They all look well. I mean, it's a credit to the trainers that and the stable hands, etc., that contribute to this, because all those fillies look particularly well. Well, let's take a look at the totes now as they come up for this, the AJC Oaks.
Yes, Elegant Fashion, just at each way odds there, $5.40 for $1 investment. 60 seconds as favourite, $2.20. $5.30 for Republic Lass, the equal second favourite, with or close enough with Elegant Fashion. Keys is at $12. Vapor Trail, the other Kiwi, $8.40. Damasceno, another Kiwi, $27. Pirouettes at $48. Factional, I think she's value at $15. Over we go to TAB number 9, Periphery at $43, and Anytime Angel at $93.
Well, they are heading out onto the track for the AJC Oaks. Let's see what the boys like. Kenny's gone with 60 seconds, Factional and Republic Lass, and Ronnie is stuck with him, 60 seconds and Elegant Fashion with Republic Lass. Well, the AJC Oaks, it's just around the corner, folks. Don't go away as we take a break from Royal Randwick.
What?
There they are, the competitors in the AJC Oaks for 2002. What a race it's going to be. What a tough moment it is for Tony McAvoy, who's the trainer of Elegant Fashion, looking for a big Group 1 race win. Is today going to be his day? Here he is with Tim Sheridan.
Tony McAvoy, your filly Elegant Fashion, looks in great shape and been in great form.
She's been in great form, Tim, and her weight's the same. She's done beautifully, arrived up here in Sydney, and I think she's still in the top of her form.
OK, what about the 2400 metres?
I don't think it'll be any trouble. She's a very relaxed filly. She can race wherever you wanted to race. The pedigree suggests she'll get 1.5 miles.
OK, and racing where you want to race, where will that be today? What do you think?
I've left it to Greg. I mean, there doesn't appear to be much speed in the race. He's got 1.5 miles to sort it out, so I'm happy. Greg's in good form. He knows the filly, 2 rides for 2 wins. I've left it to him.
Hey, Tony, thanks and good luck.
Thanks, Tim.
Well, not a bad bloke to be leaving it to, Greg Giles, because Randwick is his place at the moment after his ride on Sunline, of course.
Yeah, he'll be on a high, and by golly, I'm still thinking of Sunline's win. It's something extra special. And now, the star of the future, 60 seconds. Ron, she's a bit of a grinder.
Yeah, she is. But at the same time, she did come off a slow speed and win at Rose Hill. She looked sensational winning the Arrowfield Group 1 there. This could be a battle of tactics. There's no no designated leader. You know, horses like Vapor Trail and Keys can go forward. There was a little bit of discussion this morning to say Anytime Angel may change her pattern of racing and go forward, which would be interesting if she made it a real staying test.
She's drawn awkwardly 60 seconds. We've said that's one of her problems out in 10 gate. What would Brian York's tactics be?
Well, just talking to Roger James this morning, I think the only plan they've got is to go back because they know she can run off a slow speed. I think the interesting tactic will come from Greg Childs, what he decides to do on Elegant Fashion, to whether to go forward, try and slot in, or go back in the field. But I'm sure it's a race where they can sum it up coming to the first turn. Republic
Lass is obviously going to get the good run from 1 Ellie. She was most impressive winning the Adrian Knox over 2,000 metres. She's second favourite here. I'm just a little worried, being by Kenny Ladd, whether she'll be quite as strong at the end of the 24.
Well, that's the thing. You know, 2,000 metres are 2,000 metre races. When they get past that and they get to the 2,400, sometimes it can dampen their acceleration. And horses like, you know, Republic Lass and even Elegant Fashion, they've untried at this distance.
I think the autumn classics, such as the Derby and the Oaks, are made into truer staying tests more so than the spring Oaks and Derbies down in Melbourne, when your horses are far less mature than what they are now, and now they are tougher trips to run.
I agree, and we've got the tote prices up on the screen now, and Republic Lass is a clear second favourite. 60 seconds is out to $2.60 from her opening quote, and you can see the relevant amount of money in the pool now, over $1 million. Republic Lass is into $4 or 3 to 1. Elegant Fashion is just over 4 to 1 at 5.10. The only other runner under double figures is the other Kiwi, Vapor Trail, who is showing $8.90. Then you've got Keys at $13 out from 12, Factional 15 to 16. Demachino was over the odds at 28. She's come into 20, and Periphery stayed solid. There's 8 horses there, of course, and the other two in this race are both at longer odds.
Okay, well, not only is it a tense time for trainers, tense time for jockeys. Glenn Boss, he's a big race rider. Here he is with Tim Sheridan.
Glenn, Republic Lass, this filly's been in good form.
Yeah, she has been of late. Certainly as she stepped up in distance every time she's answered the call, and she's stepping up in distance and class today, so she's got it against her, but I like the way she's been doing it lately.
Terrific sprint home, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's got a very good ability to switch off really good in the races, which you need for a 1.5 mile and a 3-year-old filly. And she's obviously got that ability to switch on just as quickly and sprint, so that's going to take her a long way.
And have you ridden her in work?
I haven't this week. I mean, she only raced last Saturday. She wouldn't have done a lot this week. She went over a mile apparently on Thursday, just steady. And speaking of Guy Wilder, he's very happy with the work and the condition.
And 60 seconds, obviously your main rival in this race. Mate, how will you ride this one?
Well, she's drawn 1, so I'll just ride her as I'm going. You know, I don't really go out with a real specific plan, and just as the race unfolds, you know, it does look like there's a lot of speed in the race, but things change. So, ride her how I feel.
Thanks, Glenn, and good luck in the Oaks.
No worries, Tim.
Yeah, Glenn Boss there, pretty confident, knows what it's about. Now, there is a hold-up behind the start here at Royal Randwick. Kenny, have you been able to spot it?
I think it's Pirouette's being reshod, Ron. Is
yeah,
that right?
I don't know if it's been reshod or Brett Preble's leaning over the fence there. I don't know what the situation is there, but
the Pirouette's jockey, Brett Preble, seemed to be out of the saddle, and I'm not sure it was the blacksmith.
Yeah, it is.
It's being reshod. Yeah, there's obviously a loose plate. Okay, the prices are flashing across the bottom of the screen now. You still see Republic Lass at $4 a win, $1.60 to place, and you'll see them all as they come through.
Just to let everyone know also, on Keys, Darren Beeben is now the rider, and Patrick Payne, he has replaced Patrick Payne on Keys, number 4.
Yeah, apparently Patrick hurt his shoulder yesterday when riding at the Victorian Provincials.
He might have been swinging a 7-iron, I reckon, at the local golf club.
I'm not going to
waving his arms at them sails there.
Okay, well, the horses are starting to take their places in the stalls. There's only 10 runners. They've all been given a staying preparation, and we shouldn't see any problems with any of the 10. If you're looking for the favourite 60 seconds, she's drawn the outside, and she's got brown and beige colours, and you'll be able to pick her up. They come up quite dark on the screen. Republic Lass, the second favourite, is in green with green and blue sleeves, and Elegant Fashion is in purple and pink colours. Alrighty, we're still waiting. It is Pirouette's, I think, Ron, isn't it?
Yes, Pirouette's,
yeah, that's
yeah.
her. Pirouette still getting one of her plates adjusted. The farrier's obviously pretty expert, but it takes a minute or two, and that's the hold-up for the race, which was due to start at 3:50. Alrighty, we're 5 minutes late, and he's just using the rasp there. It won't be long now. He's finishing off, and a couple of smacks with the hammer, and this filly will be ready to take a place, and Brett Pebble is ready to mount. Okay, this will only be about 20 seconds or so now. Let's go to Terry Bailey for his call of the 2002 Oaks.
Thank you, Kenny. Actually, she cast a plate at about the 400 metres mark, Pirouette's, in her prelim. They couldn't find the plate, and they were about to take the other front shoe off, and then all of a sudden the clerk of the course was able to find the plate at about the 400 metres mark. He rushed it back down. They were going to run a barefoot in front, but the farrier has now applied that other shoe, and Pirouette's is about to move in. On track, Republic Lass has been very heavily back to beat 60 seconds. There's not much between them as far as the bookmakers are concerned. 60 seconds just favoured in front of Republic Lass. Now 60 seconds has moved up. She's got the outside gate. Republic Lass has the inside alley. Pirouette's is in, and they're set for the blue ribbon for the fillies, the Australian Oaks. Group 1, $700,000. Racing. Vapor Trail near the inside, fast away. 60 seconds goes back after the jump away. Damasceno and Keys going up in the centre. Elegant Fashion goes up, striding forward to make a line of 4. Republic Lass 5th, inside Factional. Outside of it, Periphery, then Pirouette. 60 seconds on the rail, second last. Anytime Angel went out to the back. Damasceno took up the role of pacemaker in the turn out of the straight. And one of the 3 Kiwis went clear. Wanting to over race by 2 lengths, Elegant Fashion and Vapor Trail. A length away in good position in 4th is Keys. They were followed by Republic Lass, a length and a half to 60 seconds, being shaded by Factional. Then Periphery, Pirouettes, and 2 lengths away, Anytime Angel. Damasceno wanting to run as they go to the back for Oliver. She won't settle in front, leading by 4 lengths on Elegant Fashion, sitting up second. Vapor Trail, the New Zealand Oaks winner, is nailed to the rail. 2.5 to Keys, Republic Lass. Then came Factional, 60 seconds. Favourites about 8 off the speed. 2 lengths away, Pirouettes, 2 lengths Periphery. Anytime Angel last, 13 lengths covers them. Down the back, they're nearly halfway from home in the Australian Oaks. And Damasceno is well clear, leading by 4 lengths on Elegant Fashion. She's wanting to pull. She's up on the bit at the moment outside of Vapor Trail, 2.5 to Keys. Republic Lass has gone to sleep on the inside, a length and a half Factional. Octagonal's daughter outside of the favourite, 60 seconds. 1 away, Pirouettes, 2.5 Anytime Angel. And Periphery dropped out to the tail of the field there on the high street side of the course. And the front runner is Damasceno, coming back by a length. Vapor Trail is nailed to the rail outside of it, Elegant Fashion. A length and a half to Keys and Republic Lass. Both have had good runs. And at the moment, Beedman's got Boss in a pocket. A length and a half to Factional, Periphery. 60 seconds, awkwardly placed on the fence. Then Pirouettes and 2 lengths, Anytime Angel. 600 metres to go before the bend in the Oaks, and the leader is Damasceno. By 1.5, Elegant Fashion being scrubbed along. Vapor Trail's had a magnificent run. Keys comes out. Periphery goes around them. Then Factional. Republic Lass under lock and key. 60 seconds likewise from Pirouettes. And Anytime Angel flattening out at the 400. And Damasceno lead the way by a length and a half. Here's Keys in Elegant Fashion, the centre running on. 2 lengths further back, Republic Lass. She's into the clear and she's about to unload. 60 seconds is too far back at the moment. Here comes Republic Lass cutting leash. Oh, she's come with a blinding burst. Went straight past Elegant Fashion, Keys. 60 seconds, Damasceno, but Republic Lass has won the Oaks from Elegant Fashion. Photo third, Keys. 60 seconds, no luck, or Damasceno. Then Factional, Periphery, well back, Anytime Angel, Vapor Trail, and last of all is Pirouettes.
Well, as Ronnie Dovesey said, the new kid on the block, and she sure could run 2,400 metres. She produced that great acceleration again. She's paid $3.50 and $1.50, very heavily backed in the ring. Number 1 Elegant Fashion was second, has paid $1.80, and a photo for third. I think it's between Keys and the favourite, 60 seconds, finishing strongly in the centre. But as we pick them up here, out in the centre in the green colours, that's Elegant Fashion. And when Glenn Boss let her loose, was over in 2 bounds. Yeah, that's what you call a touch of acceleration, Ronnie.
Yeah, she simply demoralised him here. And Bossy, well, you can wave your whip with confidence today, boy.
Yeah, he's home, and he's won clearly. Very close for the Miners. There's about 3 of them in it for second and third. Damasceno's there as well, and we'll just wait for the official placings. All we've got at the moment is Elegant Lass first.
Republic Lass first.
Republic Lass, I should say, first, and Elegant Fashion second, on a combination of the two. But, Simon, there was no excuses for any of the beaten runners there.
No, certainly wasn't. And that turn of foot, we saw it last week here at Randwick. And by gee, we saw it again today. And that put paid to the race very, very quickly. It's something that is very important for a horse in these big races, that they have a turn of foot. And whether it be 2,400 or 3,200, it's still always very important. And 3,200 leads me to next week here live from Randwick Racecourse. It will be Sydney Cup Day from 3 to 4 p.m. The big race, the Sydney Cup, will be bringing you.
Okay, Simon, just to give you the official placings now are 3, 1 and 4. Republic Lass first, Elegant Fashion second, number 4 Keys third, and officially fourth was number 6 Demachino, just ahead of 60 seconds. $3.50, $1.50 Republic Lass, $1.80 Elegant Fashion, and $2.90 Keys in third placing.
Well, what a great Group 1 event that was. 2 Group 1s today. Big day next week. The Sydney Cup, of course, live from Royal Randwick. We look forward to your company then. Bye for now.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.
This program brought to you by CGU Insurance.
We put the U in